Trump calls Putin and says peace is coming, but is this actual diplomacy or a PR stunt dressed up in Vatican robes? Meanwhile, Cassie's mom takes the stand, and what she says about Diddy will leave your jaw on the floor. Today on Control Alt WTF, secret ceasefire talks, brutal testimonies, and why Iran's threatening to wipe Israel off the map again. Stay until the end for the freakiest detail from Diddy's trial, and no, it's not the ecstasy pills shaped like Obama. Bet y'all haven't heard about that. All right, let's get into it. This is Control Alt. What the f? So President Trump hops on a 2-hour call with Putin and jumps straight on Truth Social to say, and we quote, Russia and Ukraine will immediately start negotiations toward a ceasefire, end quote. Cue global side-eye. Both sides called the chat frank and useful, which in diplomat speak usually means nothing happened but no one hung up. Trump says he's got buy-in from the Vatican. Yes, the first American Pope might be moderating this like it's an episode of Survivor Global Tension. Zelensky, well, he's down, and he proposed a summit that would include the EU, the UK, and maybe Turkey or Switzerland. But here's the fine print. Putin still wants Ukraine to give up NATO dreams, surrender Crimea, hand over 4 regions, and say bye-bye to Western military support. In short, all the things Ukraine has said absolutely no to. Trump says sanctions are on the table if Putin stalls, but so far he's holding fire. VP JD Vance threw shade, saying, one open question is whether Putin is serious about peace, end quote. The Kremlin, well, they're drafting a memo. No timeline, no terms, just vibes and veiled blame. Putin even skipped a face-to-face with Zelensky last week and sent the JV squad instead. So yeah, peace talks may be happening, just not with real peace. Now to something that somehow manages to be even darker. Cassie's mom just testified in the federal sex trafficking case against Sean Combs, aka Diddy, and the details are pretty brutal. Regina Ventura told the jury that she took pictures of her daughter's bruises after Diddy allegedly beat her in 2011. And then, well, she wired him $20,000 to try and keep her daughter safe. Why? Well, because he was mad that Cassie was dating Kid Cudi. Yes, that Kid Cudi. The money was returned, but the control wasn't. Prosecutors say Diddy had emotional, financial, and physical power over Cassie, and he used it. The jury saw photos of bruises. Cassie had already testified about the alleged abuse, and now it's her mother confirming it under oath. And it gets deeper. A former assistant testified that Diddy kept drugs and cash in a Louis Vuitton bag and had ecstasy pills shaped like Barack Obama's face. Another witness, known as Punisher, of course, said he was paid to participate in so-called freak-offs with Cassie while Diddy watched and directed. Busy man. Even Homeland Security got involved, raiding Diddy's mansion and finding disassembled AR-15s with defaced serial numbers. If you're wondering how this ends, so is the jury. And just as that drama unfolds, Iran's Ayatollah is popping off. After Trump's Middle East tour, Iran's supreme leader called Trump's peace pledges a shame for the American people, and then went full doomsday mode. He called Israel a cancerous tumor that must be uprooted. Tehran's also torching Arab allies like Saudi Arabia, calling them U.S. puppets, all while uranium enrichment hits 60%, which is dangerously close to weapons grade. The U.S. says Iran gets 0 enrichment. Iran says, nah. And Israel says, we'll act alone if we have to. Military conflict? Not guaranteed, but as of now, absolutely still on the table. If you were thinking, how is all this real and happening at the same time? Samesies. We break this chaos down fast so you don't spend an hour doom scrolling. So if you want the daily drop, hit follow, hit subscribe, tap the bell. I got you. Today gave us Vatican peace talks, nuclear drama, and Obama-shaped ecstasy. What? Tomorrow could be subpoenas, could be missile threats, could be a TikTok influencer launching a presidential campaign, and honestly, I wouldn't even blink. Until then, stay curious, stay cool, Control Alt WTF. Yo, we out.